So the Greek Freak, aka Giannis, continues to throw out mixed signals while making public appearances to make it look like he didn't get rid of Damian Lillard. They should call him the Greek Sneak. But in this segment, we're going to get right down to the details of how he and Milwaukee are in complete unison as the Bucks continue to make moves to try to put a championship team around Giannis, as he has been performing at an MVP level in the past couple of seasons. And on top of that, with the new acquisition of Miles Turner, they are paying him about $47 million a year when you factor in his own salary, the money that they owe to Damian Lillard when they had to stretch it out 5 years, paying $20 million. So combined, those two things come out to about $47 million. So at the end of the day, they didn't really save themselves from being caught up into any salary cap hell. Once again, they stretched that $100 million that Dame owed them for 5 more seasons to be on their books. And on top of that, they gave Miles Turner $27 million. So when you add those two up, it comes up to $47 million. And they sacrificed all those draft picks to acquire Dame just to waive him. So they don't have any of their first round draft picks until 2031. That's why I say Giannis and the Bucks, they definitely are in unison. But now Giannis is going into damage control as he continues to throw out the mixed signals, as he showed up at iShowSpeed's live stream, and he threw out a fake level of uncertainty when it comes to him being in Milwaukee, knowing that the media would pick this up. You guys check it out.
LA, the tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
A lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh, nah.
No.
So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee.
Again, Giannis being on iShowSpeed's live stream knows that everything they're doing is being recorded in real time. So his mannerisms, the way he kind of put those reflections in his voice, Giannis is a good actor. But the real Giannis is who we saw in the playoffs when he grabbed Ben Mathurin by the back of his neck. And also when he got into that back and forth with Tyrese Halliburton's father. That's the real Giannis. And right now he's going into damage control, trying to control the optics. Because Ramona Shelburne, as soon as Dame got traded, she stated that Giannis had to have known about this because he knew about the Miles Turner deal. And then Damian Lillard, underneath that post, had put up a moving video of a head nod. So again, Giannis is definitely going into cruise control. And check out how Chris Haynes reported on Giannis's feelings as soon as the Dame trade went down.
Sources that relayed to me that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not pleased with the Bucks' decision to buy out Damian Lillard for the remainder of his contract, and he just didn't like how it was handled. And so, you know, Giannis, this whole offseason, since the season ended, he's been, you know, weighing his options and trying to figure out what he is going to do, trying to navigate his future. And you know, this is just one more thing added to the equation in which he's seeing that there are some, you know, suspect things happening, or the way that they are happening. And so I was told that he is not pleased with what transpired with Damian Lillard.
Again, for those of you that are watching the visual version, as we pull up the cap sheet, it would only make sense if he already knew about the Miles Turner deal, that Dame would have to go off the books, or else they'll be so deep into the luxury tax, it just wouldn't make financial sense. Giannis has definitely been on an MVP level for the past couple seasons, and it's obvious that he doesn't want to waste another year of his prime just not being relevant with Dame being out with that Achilles injury. So he had to fall to the wayside. And it's unfortunate for Dame because this is a very vulnerable time in his career. He was already known for not being a great defender. He's an aging guard, and just coming off that Achilles injury is not going to really be conducive to competing for a championship on the level that Giannis wants to be at. But it is what it is. Giannis, make no mistake about it, he's not going anywhere. Milwaukee is fully committed to him. They sacrificed so many first-round draft picks just to give him exactly what he wants. They're definitely in lockstep together. And for Damian Lillard, it's a feel-good story. He gets to go back to Portland. He gets his money. And at the end of the day, both parties get to put a bow tie on this situation. But this is not going to be the last time we're going to hear about what really went down in Milwaukee, because the real sentiments coming from Dame and Giannis is eventually going to spill, especially in the current media environment that we're all in. So it is what it is. You guys definitely hit up the link in the description below. hit up the playlist. We got other NBA stories. Also, check out some of the game film clips and tap in with any mailbag questions. Until next time, you fellas, stay safe. Peace.